They beat it out of me from the start. I had no chance. None of us have a chance. We all went to school. We were already beaten before we went to school, but this is the final social endeavor. Sitting in those classrooms and wanting, having to socialize. And then the projection into, like, what is a goal for this? Like, to be a doctor, to be a lawyer. Be a lawyer. An accountant. A writer. And anything. Being anything. And if you're not one of these, you're outcast. And then today when you speak to kids, they say, well, I want to be rich. I want to make money. So I'm walking down the street this morning early, and I see a woman walking a dog. Her primary relationship in life is with a dog. She walks the dog, feeds the dog, takes care of the dog, plans her day around the dog. And this is going on all around now. There are thousands of these people in the city. It's a singularity existence. It's a lonely existence. And they need a companion, and that companion is a dog. When you think about it, it's weird. I know another person here who has a pet rabbit. It's sad that they have to put their emotions into an animal. And I don't blame them, to tell you the truth, because people have failed them. So they need this unconditional love in an animal. I don't know if they get this unconditional love, but they think they do. The society is just, it's beaten me down. It's not that I can't function within it, but my true essence is a spiritual essence. And that's what's been beaten down. Number one, because they think that you have to manifest that spiritual essence in the physical world. Like with materialization of that spiritual essence. And this is a fault, a mistake. And this is a mistake within Judaism, within normative Judaism as we see it. I don't fit into any of the groups. Number one, because I won't buy a ticket for a seat in a synagogue on Rosh Hashanah. I don't fit into any groups. For me, spiritual is free. Once there's charges for spirituality, it's a mundane thing. And as these religions have been brought down to us, it's been brought down to like manifest in the physical world and like with money, money, money. And I don't get it. I don't see it. And now that I'm at the end of my life, it's held me back. This whole materialization has held back the potential of the human being for their spiritual functioning and growth. You can only do it within the physical context. Even the commandments of being fruitful and multiply and like replenish the earth, that's taken to be a child rather than ideas, rather than replenish the earth in a different domain. We're all slaves to this, to the hand-me-downs of what the societal has deemed the religious. So my spirituality doesn't have a manifestation here. My manifestation is actually in cyberspace. You people have never seen me in the flesh. Only seen me in electronic pictures. I don't exist in the flesh. I only exist in cyberspace. My idea is a cyberspace religion. I'm not talking to you about cheese and about cuts of meat. There's a dimension within Judaism that isn't manifested here now. Did anybody think that's maybe Mashiach times? That it's not physical? That it's your like metaphysical potential, your spiritual potential, your meditative potential. As soon as I went to school, I knew my life was ruined. I remember when my mother wanted to take me to kindergarten, she was pulling me. I pulled back. I don't think I went, by the way, that day. I think I went the following year. And I'll never forget that. I've spoken about this before. I was like 5 years old, and I'm in a kindergarten, and there was a red group and a blue group. And if you weren't in the blue group, you couldn't go to the bathroom when the red group was it's time for the bathroom, or something like that. Then later on, I always laugh when you have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom in school, get permission. If you don't think that had an effect on you, you're wrong. You know, you're wrong. What a life. Human potential is blocked by the societal. This juxtaposition, all these people tell you, how to succeed. How to succeed in the physical. If you are happy in this, good for you. Turn it off. Turn my things off here. What a sad, sad thing that we've all bought into, all slaves to. I don't want to pull the covers off the rug or whatever. Pull the covers off the bed and show you. I mean, that's why women dress like this, don't they? There are very few women who are satisfied with their naked bodies. They always feel inadequate. That's why they dress like they do. Walk around all dolled up, shoes, boots, only because they have a very weak and negative self-image. And the societal has caused that too. And they cause it so there'll be consumers of these fabulous products. Hair products, skin products, clothes, very expensive clothes. $1,000 for a pair of shoes. Did you notice that they always sell shoes in pairs? You know? How come they don't sell one shoe? Or, in pricing, maybe they should go to the store and you see, a shoe is $500. Well, if you want two, it's $9.99. You don't realize you've been played. We've all been played. Just milked. Milk for what we can do for the society. Then at the end, when you're sick, they just drain you. The doctors just drain you. And the lawyers just drain you. They're laughing at you. You enjoy being laughed at? I don't. Do you enjoy being made a fool of? I don't. It's why it's difficult to enjoy life. I'm being laughed at and being made a fool of. Selling me bottled spring water, organic apples. You know they're not organic. They just give you the same apple but charge you like $3 more. If you read in the papers and the internet, I think it said 80% of all olive oil is fake. I mean, it's not, like when they say virgin olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, it's all fake. And all the Italian olive oil, because it's, Italian olive oil is like the premier. It doesn't come from Italy. It's all fake. See? So people have to, yes, I'll have some olive oil, please. And some balsamic vinegar, yes. It's all fake. Fake news. But the real secret is that all news is fake news. There's no such thing as real news. Because it all comes from a point of view that is trying to sell soap. Sad. Sad that we bought in. And you have to buy in. Because you come from some family, and the family, instructs you how to live your life, trains you what to eat. Cheese, like a macaroni and cheese or grilled cheese sandwich, So, from this position, what to do? I could explicate the texts for you, and I explicate them very well, with very new innovations and continuations. But there has to be a reevaluation of the entire structure. The synagogue structure is off. What the next structure is for Judaism remains to be seen, because it's going to take a tremendous effort. And the person or people that do this effort are singularities Always remember that the Torah we have is the Torah of Berea world. There's a Torah of the Atzilut world that remains to be seen. What that Torah is, I have an idea, but it's not going to be manifested in my lifetime by me. Just like my tennis ideas of having two hands in tennis, a right and a left hand, or the people to use their left hand equal to their right. It's not going to be manifested by me in this world. Because it is manifested by me. I do, and I know, and I believe it. But for others to accept it, they have to get through the blockages that have been fostered upon them since in birth. And they've made their life in the one-handed, right-handed world. And so here I am telling them to change. Boo on me. So basically, all this stuff is a joke. And I'm just tick-tock going along, waiting like everybody else, waiting for Godot.